There are still 131 days, an eternity in politics, to go before the general election, but as of right now, former Vice President Joe Biden has a commanding lead over President Trump. Last week, we unveiled 538's polling average for the 2020 presidential election, which adjusts for things like the quality or recency of the poll. If you're curious, you can read more about how it's calculated here, and as of Wednesday, June 24, Biden leads Trump nationally 50.9% to 41.3%, a margin of 9.6 points. So although it's still early, and the race can still change, we thought it would be good to set a marker for what the state of the race is at this point. So here are a few takeaways from our polling averages. First, Biden's lead has clearly widened in the past month. He now leads by more than 9 points, but on May 25, Biden led by an average of only 5.8 points, 48.9% to 43.1%. On that day, though, police officers killed George Floyd in Minneapolis, touching off weeks of protests nationwide. Americans gave Trump poor marks for his heavy-handed response, such as his administration's use of the military to clear protesters from in front of the White House so he could pose for a photo. In addition, voter approval of Trump's handling of the coronavirus pandemic continues to sink, and the president has faced several other controversies in the past week or so. So while we can't say for sure how much these events might be driving Biden's increasing advantage in the polls, it seems probable that recent events have hurt Trump's re-election chances. So while a normal-sized polling error was enough to throw the 2016 election to Trump, it would take a much bigger, and much unlikelier, polling error for Trump to be ahead right now. Of course, Trump became president because he won the Electoral College despite losing the national popular vote. But if Biden wins the popular vote by 9.6 points, his current lead, Trump would be extremely unlikely to pull off the same trick. In our state-by-state polling averages, Biden currently leads in states worth 368 electoral votes, far more than the 270 needed to win. However, the Electoral College looks like it could still give Trump an advantage, just like it did 4 years ago. It's hard to see that advantage now because Biden leads in nearly every swing state, but if you look at each state's polling,